So you want to buy a house and you definitely want to have a home inspection, but how does that whole thing work? So for the last few years, I've been saying we're in a weird market, and a lot of people have waived home inspections. We've seen different sorts of clauses for home inspections, but sometimes you just want to have a regular old full home inspection and you're able to do it with the contract that you have. So let's talk about that really basic, such as it is, home inspection process. What is a home inspection going to do? Well, I always look at a home inspector as sort of like your general practitioner. Keep in mind that in most contracts and in our basic boilerplate contract here in Central Virginia, it's going to give you the ability as the buyer to have as many inspections as you want to pay for. But the default home inspection that most people think about is your general home inspection. So that means they're going to go in the crawl space. They're going to check out the insulation. They're going to make sure the structure looks generally good. They're going to run your faucets. They're going to flush the toilets. They're going to look at the electrical panel. They're going to test your outlets. All of those things that you're going to be using and living in the house all the time to make sure that they look generally good. So a couple of things to note. Make sure that if you have a question about something, the HVAC looks old, the roof looks old, or you're concerned about the crawl space, point those things out to your inspector. I have never met an inspector who is not happy to take a closer look at something that you have a particular concern about and just give it an extra once over. I personally usually try to do the home inspection sooner in the time frame so that if there is something that we need a specialist for, we can get them over there to take a look. So remember, just like you can go to the doctor on Monday and get a cold on Wednesday, the same thing can happen with your home inspection. Your home inspector is going to have a contract that's going to say don't hold them liable for things that happen later, because things will always happen later, and there's no such thing as a perfect house, even a house that was finished new build yesterday. So obviously, always get a home inspection if you can, but make sure that you understand what that inspection entails. Make sure that you understand that that inspector is going to answer your questions. They're going to look out for you. They are working for you. Make sure you're comfortable with the inspector and get any specialized inspections that you need if it's something that you're concerned with. So ideally, whenever you're buying a home, you're going to get to have a home inspection. If you have questions about great home inspectors or buying a home in general and you want to find out more about that whole process, I'd love to talk to you. Give me a call or reach out to me here or on email, and let's set up a time to chat.